Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to solve the problem of having a short attention span. And because I know a lot of people have short attention span, I'm going to try to keep this video under 7 minutes, hopefully. Before I get into it, please give this video a thumbs up. Please also subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video. I want to first talk about why a lot of people have a short attention span. Usually, people have that problem because maybe they're not interested in what they're doing. Maybe they are not interested in watching, let's say, long form content, or they're not interested in doing one thing for a very long time. So, the first thing that you can do is to cut your tasks into smaller chunks. Usually, when you have a lot of things to do and they're just jumbled up in your head, you haven't written them down somewhere, you haven't planned out your day, you haven't planned out how you want to accomplish one particular task, you're going to have a very distorted attention span. For instance, let's say you have something to read for, you have a class to read for, you have an exam to study for, and you're just not interested in what you're doing. It's probably because you've not divided what you have to do into smaller chunks. Smaller chunks kind of make things less difficult to do because you've divided it into smaller parts. So one thing that you can think about doing is divide your tasks into smaller parts. You could do it by taking notes, you could do it by writing things down on a piece of paper and a pen. I'm not all for the whole typing notes on my phone and all that, because then it's also going to contribute to you easily just getting carried away and doing something else. So consider taking things in smaller chunks or dividing them into smaller parts so that you can accomplish your goal. Another thing you can do is to attend to your priorities first before other things. So I'm going to use myself as an example. YouTube is not my priority. Okay, my priority is going to school, getting a good job, and making money and sustaining myself. YouTube comes afterwards, and that's why during the week I try to attend to all my assignments so that on the weekends, like today, I can have time to film, I can have time to edit, I can have time to do my laundry, I can have time to cook. So I pay attention to the things that are much more important and I try to get them out of the way before trying to now do other things that are less important than the others. So if you're somebody that has a short attention span, you may want to think about just setting your priorities straight and then tackling them first before you now go to doing other things. Another way to solve the problem of having a short attention span is by adding good or healthy distractions like podcasts or like classical music or like regular music or even YouTube videos. So personally for me, I always have to do things. I'm always on my feet. I'm always busy. I'm always doing something. And when I'm reading for school or when I'm doing an assignment or when I want to cook or when I want to do my laundry or when I have to work or do anything that requires a lot of my time, I always listen to people that I love to listen to. I listen to a lot of YouTube creators. Sometimes I even stop videos. I save videos just for the times when I have to do something so that it wouldn't be as tedious or as stressful as I would initially think. So if you have your favorite podcasters that you listen to, you probably want to also put them on, listen to them, and then do it alongside what you're doing. This one is kind of tricky because if you are somebody that doesn't know how to divide your attention properly, you may get distracted. So it depends on what the healthy distraction is. Classical music also helps because it kind of sets the tone for the environment to be very serene and quiet, and just it helps you to focus and get your work done as quickly as possible. So if you're going to add any distractions, make sure that they are healthy and make sure that they are things that you can handle. Another way to handle having a short attention span is to reduce multitasking. Sometimes you want to do everything all at the same time. If you're not cut out for it, you're not cut out for it, and there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to handle things one at a time. It's okay. It's okay to not be a multitasker. Everybody cannot be like that. You have like 20 different tabs open in your head. How are you going to finish working on one thing without closing it off and then going to the other one? Multitasking should only be reserved for things that you can absolutely do with, let's say, closing your eyes. For instance, let's say bathing and singing. Very simple things. Well, if you're somebody that you know that you have a lot of goals to accomplish, you have things to do, stop multitasking. I don't necessarily think that multitasking is a bad thing, it's not, but may low key even contribute to you starting things and not finishing because you're trying to do everything at the same time. Just reduce your tasks into smaller parts and then you'll be able to tackle them one by one and finish them on time. Another thing that you can try to do if you have a short attention span is by taking breaks after you have accomplished your goals. So, for instance, let's say you've cut your activities into smaller parts and you have to do a couple of them. When you've done the ones that are the most important, you can take like a 20-minute break or a 10-minute break or a 30-minute break and then go back to do what you're doing. The kind of person I am, yeah, I don't even like to leave something if I'm not done with it. If I've started an assignment, I don't want to leave it until I finish, unless I've told myself at the beginning of that assignment that okay, I'm going to do it up until this part and then I'll continue tomorrow. Unless that. But if I've set out to finish it this night, I will finish it this night. That's the kind of person I am. And not everybody can be like that. So you just have to pace yourself and take breaks after you've done one or two things. So that way you're more productive. And then my final point is that you have to learn how to stay organized. Organization is so key. You can't, I don't think, anyway, I know that people are functioning, but if you want to be a highly productive and well functioning adult, being organized is something that should really, really be at the top of your list. Even if you're not writing sticky notes up and down and pasting them on the walls or writing your to-do list in a note or something. The world is digitized. You have a phone. If you're watching this video, you clearly have a phone. So you can set reminders, you can set alarms, you can set events on your calendar if you have things to do. That is a way to really get you to do things and stay on track, stay on time, and accomplish what you actually need to do. When you're done doing so many things that you have to do, you feel a sense of relief. That sense of relief is what you should be looking forward to. Those are all my tips for if you have a short attention span. I hope that it helps. If you have any other tips, leave it in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to also subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.